continuing this discussion. We are going to work together to have an ongoing set of meetings so that we can consider information as we have it to ensure that we have coherent policy actions. From the perspective of the federal government, we are doing a significant amount of work on data in the housing market, and we want to ensure that Minister Sousa, Mayor Tory, and ourselves work together with that data to consider the kinds of actions that we can take to protect the market. Short term, we've agreed to refrain from introducing new measures for buyers which would impact housing prices by boosting demand. We also know that the federal government analysis can be helpful. We have agreed that we will help in a number of ways with analysis for the province and the city. In particular, we said that we will ensure that the Canada Revenue Agency dedicates resources to ensuring compliance of the real estate sector in the GTA with tax laws, and will work with the province of Ontario to obtain enhanced land registry data to help support tax compliance activities in the GTA.
Next week, can you talk specifically about the idea of a foreign speculators tax and what you think?
So today's meeting was yet again another reinforcement of the need to come to grips with the notion that we have to take measures. We recognize that market forces prevail. It's a free market society. There's demand and supply that are at play here. But there are measures that we are going to be introducing. We've made that very clear that we'll be coming out with a suite of options, a number of measures that are intended to stabilize market activity without unintended consequences, because we also recognize the value of these properties for families. And I have 3 young children, adults in their 20s, and those starter homes don't exist for them now. And we all recognize, we've heard the frustrations by many who get caught in bidding wars and lose out. And it's infuriating for many people, double family income, who are trying to get a start and are recognizing that they have less and less ability to do so, at least within the geography that we're talking about. So all of those things are being addressed. They're coming out soon. I made very clear that we'll be providing a very comprehensive action plan in this area. It'll be a Made in Ontario solution, recognizing all of the work and information that we've obtained in the last number of months.
Tax changes on the table?
Stay tuned. There's a budget that I have declared will be coming out on April 27th, a balanced budget for all who don't know. At the same time, a number of other measures that are important to the well-being and affordability of the people of Ontario.
What about a foreign speculators tax? I don't think I've ever heard you say
I don't want
that.
to speculate that at this point, but there is, as I said, a very comprehensive measure that's coming out. It was critical and important for me to have this meeting with Minister Morneau and Mayor Tory. All of us share in the desire to do something that will provide that stability, recognizing that housing is also an important investment for many. Listen, investing in real estate is okay. Buying and renovating and providing more rental stock to the marketplace is a good thing. People who are attracted to come to Ontario and within this region is important. We want that investment to come into the region, and that's creating jobs. And with more jobs, creates more demand for housing. So we are be very mindful of all of these things in the coming days when I deliver a solution, a proposal, an action plan on behalf of the province of Ontario. So we do have some data. Obviously, one of the biggest data points that we know is pricing has increased dramatically in the region, very dramatically. We know from TREB and real estate boards that there's a proportionate amount of investment being made by fewer individuals in the area of speculation. The governor of the Bank of Canada has stated that speculation is a big part of the driver that we're dealing with. Going forward, and Mayor Tory and the city have taken measures to try to determine how much vacancy is in the mix, to determine how many properties are being bought and not used. Then again, that's all about trying to promote supply. We do have indications already, and we have been trying to obtain data. Going forward, we now have Canada Revenue, we have StatsCan, and thanks to Minister Morneau, they've injected quite a bit of more resources to enable us to obtain further data. Every deal going forward, and as I said, part of my comprehensive plan is coming out in a number of days from now will be to discuss some of that data attribution. But it is critical for us to monitor what we do and assess the measures that we take on an ongoing basis to the housing market. By far, the degree of supply and the degree of demand is the measure. And at this point, we know the demand is extremely high, and supply is forever taking longer to get into the mix. But we do have supply in the region, and quite a bit of it. It's a matter of expediting some of that into the marketplace, working closely with our municipal partners to do that, all of which will be captured on an ongoing basis through our reporting as we do going forward in a quarterly basis. Yeah, in the end, we don't want to put anybody in harm's way. The three of us agree that the measures taken have to be in a thoughtful and a prudent approach. But at the same time, people are demanding action. Frustration, anxiety, there's anger out there that they cannot get involved in the marketplace. We recognize that. We don't want to put anybody in harm's way. We'll be acting soon. Thank you.
Minister.